Hey everybody, it's Johnny and Deb.
Hey guys, we're the Carnivore Caveman Keto couple. Welcome back.
So, the topic of our video today is, the more research we do about the carnivore diet, we're finding out what?
Well, it's really all experimental. I mean, it is. It hasn't been, even though there are different tribes, up north and in Africa that have eaten a primarily carnivorous diet for a long time, the way we're all doing it's a little bit new.
Even Dr. Sean Baker
Right.
says we don't have a lot of research.
Right. So we're
We
all
don't have a
kind
lot
of,
of answers.
I feel like we're kind of guinea pigs. And Johnny and I thought that from the beginning. We never went into this thinking, oh, this is the cure-all for everything and we're going to be on this the rest of our lives. I would like to introduce some vegetables and maybe a little bit of berries and stuff back in. I'm hoping there's a need. I'm hoping there's not a need to not do that. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah, you're talking about introducing berries when they would have been
That's
in
true.
season,
That
the
is
end
true.
of the summer.
Right now.
Introducing
Cool.
vegetables but this is a year down the road.
Right.
We're going to do carnivore strict for a year.
Yep.
And after listening to different videos and people saying, well, we don't have the answers to everything, we've decided to keep a really, really good journal.
Yeah, we're each going to have one.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in a calendar form. Since I'm cooking right over there in the RV, I'm going to have it hanging on the wall, and every time I cook, every time I eat, I'm going to write it down.
Right.
And then there'll also be a section on that little square, what's my feeling for the day? Am I energetic? Am I a little lethargic?
Right.
This way we'll be able to look back and come up with our own.
Right. I think it's important
Conclusion.
for us, and it's important for other people if they want kind of, I don't know, documentation or a little bit of history on it. Because, not only are Johnny and I eating carnivore now, but we're doing a lot of intermittent fasting. So
Right.
on days maybe when you only eat one meal and maybe you didn't have good energy that day at the gym, it's
Right.
kind of nice to have that in a journal so you
Yeah.
can go back and say, well, gosh, maybe my body's really not designed for just one meal on heavy workouts. I mean, it's nice to know that. So
Yeah.
it was his idea, and it's a great idea to do that.
And I think all of us that are doing this carnivore diet, or really, if you're changing your diet at all,
Or your lifestyle.
you should document it because, I've always been told at work, if you don't document it, it didn't happen.
Right.
Well, this way, you're not, just trying to remember how you felt halfway through a quarter. We're going to have documentation of what we're eating, what our actions are for the day. Are we working out? Are we intermittent fasting, like
Right.
Deb said? But it's very important, I think, to document it this early in this carnivore game. And I
Right.
think it will help other people that are doing it also. And maybe there's some researcher out there that says, hey, these guys have kept good records. I want those records because I want to do my
Right.
own little,
Yeah, it's just important
hypothesis.
to track. And I think, we women, we have different hormones throughout the month. And it's nice to know what you're eating when and how you're feeling. And if stuff's not agreeing or if you feel great, just to know what you're eating and your exercise and your intermittent fasting and your sleep. I mean, I think, it's all important.
Right,
It all goes
right.
hand in hand with everything.
And
like
you said, sleep. If you didn't sleep well the night before or that night that you're documenting things, if you're tired, it might not have
Right.
anything to do with the
food.
carnivore diet.
Right.
It might just be the lack of sleep.
Right.
And I think we're pretty unique because Deb really has driven home with me the importance of the grass-fed meat.
Yes.
And we just did a big haul.
Yes, I'm so excited to show you guys.
So we bought a little free. For those of you that don't know, we're in an RV. We're full-time living in the RV, and we bought a little 3 cubic foot freezer.
Yeah, we already have a good-sized freezer with the RV,
Right.
but it was already jam-packed, and we're leaving our summer area, which is where home of our grass-fed beef, to go to our winter spot. And not that we're not going to be coming back here once or twice over the winter, but we just wanted
more supply.
And I wanted, marrow bones and broth bones because we make our own bone broth and all the organ meats. And then Johnny wanted a ton of ribeyes and ground beef. So we had a lot we were trying to supply. So we decided to buy
and,
that.
and of course, anytime you buy in bulk, you save a lot of money. And we bought in bulk from.
Sorry, Sanger's Best.
You can go to sangersbestbeef.com.
We'll put a
Anywhere,
link
anywhere in Colorado right now, they ship for free.
for 10 pounds.
For 10, you can buy 10 pounds at a time, and they ship for free. And they're working on other free shipping possibly, but sangersbestbeef.com. And
what a great place, you guys. I mean, we're super good friends, of course, with Elon, the rancher, the owner. And I stand behind this product, not only because of the nutritional value, but I tell you what, and I wouldn't say this Colorado high mountain grass-fed, grass-finished beef has the most incredible flavor.
To wrap things up, we are going to document everything we eat, exercise, fasting, all that stuff. And if anybody has any questions, what we're doing, how we're doing it, or how you felt a certain time.
But how are you feeling? I kind of want to do a little update here.
Oh,
any
I feel fantastic.
Go over my update since Johnny did his. I feel great too. I can't say anything bad about this lifestyle we're doing right now. What I can say is I don't really miss carbohydrates. I don't think my body misses them or craves them or needs them. And I want to do a video on this because it's super important for the girls, but I'm just going to throw this out there. And I'm not exaggerating or I'm not like hallucinating about this, but all PMS symptoms are gone.
But that's why we're going to document it. You know, how do you feel today? Is anything hurting? You know, energy level, all that kind of stuff. And strict keeping up with what food we're eating every day. And we won't weigh everything. I kind of know what things weigh because I have a little scale. When I cut up our grass-fed beef heart and our grass-fed beef liver, I kind of have an idea what size piece of heart is 2 or 3 ounces.
Because we like to know, we found a couple charts that show, like for a 3 ounce or a 3.5 ounce piece of liver, all the vitamins and minerals, nutrients that it has, you know, more vitamin C than an apple. So we like to know, okay, what is a 3.5 ounce piece of liver?
I don't plan on eating an entire ribeye steak. I'm going to start cutting the steak in thirds because I'm eating.
Well, these ribeyes are huge.
Yeah, these ribeyes are huge too. But I'm going to eat a couple ounces of liver. I'm going to eat a couple ounces of heart, and I might mix it up with a little, you know, grass-fed, you know, sausage or something like that. I like the variety of meats on my plate, not just one big ribeye. Okay.
All right. Well, I think
that's a wrap.
Pretty good for an update. So, well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
So if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up.
And if you haven't subscribed, you can do that right now. Hit the notification bell.
Hit the bell notification to let you know when we put up another video.
Which will be soon, hopefully in another 2 days.
So guys, until next time.
As Johnny says, but I'll say it. Keep eating meat. It heals.
Meat heals. See you guys.